Hello and welcome everybody to today's stream. I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and today we are playing through Super Mario Land. Give me a second to unveil. I'm working on a new starting stream soon, the stream will be starting soon loading images already put it. However, until that is done, bear with me as we begin Mario Land. But before that, I actually need to showcase something. You guys voted. I put out a big old poll whether or not you guys would want me to play through Minecraft with achievements and AMA. I took the vote. I took the poll. We got, I think, about 20 votes in total. And you guys, with a slight majority of 9 of you guys said go for it. 10 of you guys said no, don't even play it. And 2 voted for a different game. One of them didn't even say, leave a comment saying what game. So, I'm going to push off that stream until next year. We're going to do it next year, probably, just as a nice, relaxing winter time, cozy, get your things together. Probably end of December. But with all of the results out of the way, and everything else out of the way, let's jump in. Hello, Xavier. And hello, Blind Wolf. Oh, awesome. Well, that's cool. And Xavier says, you got to watch the first show. Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome both of you, and welcome all of the new subscribers we've gotten in. So yeah, it's been pretty stoked. We just hit 401, which is pretty awesome. Makes me pretty happy. We're gonna start out with Mario Land 1 and then jump right into Mario Land 2 because I figure that'll be good. Let me know if the audio is off at all and if you guys can hear me well, because yeah, I played Mario Land once on this channel as a short in between convention stuff. Yeah. But, yeah. Audio's fine, both mic and game. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That is good to know. Oh, I hope everybody in chat's doing well. I could start talking trivia, but this game's so short, I have plenty of time to talk about trivia. I don't know if I'm going to have a co-host for today. It all kind of just depends on how people are feeling. Here's our first little bonus game, as I'm getting in here. You can either get a Fire Flower or 3 lives. Since we already have a Fire Flower, or Super Ball power-up, as it's now known, we can get 3 lives. You speedrunning the stage, Mario's going... actually, this game does not have Princess Peach in it at all. I should probably state the story here. After saving Princess Peach for the 3rd time, Mario is off to Sarasa Land to have diplomatic meetings with the princess of that land, Princess Daisy. However, while on his way, it turns out Princess Daisy had been kidnapped by the evil space alien known as Tatanga, or Tatanga, whatever you want to call it, honestly. I don't really care. They've never said it, so... So, Mario's on a globe-trotting quest to try and rescue Princess Daisy. Along the way, he'll see aliens, new types of Goombas, new explosive Koopas, but yeah. This sort of mini-game, this is not a mini-game, this is a Game Boy game. It's one of the first Game Boy games, believe it or not. empathic apathy. But welcome to the channel. I do not. I'm sorry, Blind Wolf. Never heard of that. Mario's physics here are quite different than what you're probably used to. This game was made by Gunpei Yokoi and the Metroid team. And it kind of shows, because this game feels nothing like anything. Oh, the mini-game with the 3 afterwards. Yeah, that's to get extra lives, a fire flower, and all around it's pretty good. But it can be kind of tricky to time it, because I already have... do I have a fire flower? I want to say fire flower, but it's actually the Super Ball power-up as Mario Maker 2 retconned, but, you know. Now we have one of the best Smash Brothers songs. This game is a lot easier to play in color when you're playing on like a Game Boy Color or the Super Game Boy, which is what we're going to do for the next title. But, yeah. This game's just weird overall, and I think it's pretty awesome for that. So if you're new here, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Love to know you guys' thoughts on this. This is certainly an interesting Mario game. It's unlike anything we've seen up to this point, which is pretty awesome. Especially after Super Mario Bros. U, I definitely need a break from longer Mario titles. And with the Sonic series finishing up this week, oh boy, I definitely need a break. Feel like all I've been doing is playing longer games lately. Luckily, Octobervania's coming to an end, so here soon I'm gonna have a lot of my series ending and be starting up a whole bunch of new series. So that'll be fun. I got a couple videos to finish. The Atari video that I've been teasing, the Mega Man video I've been teasing for months now. Oh boy. Hi, Karmic. Thank you for helping to chill out, but I think it's all good. They'll leave a like when they feel it's necessary. I'm still amazed that Minecraft lost by 1 vote. For those who are just watching on the Twitter at GavinDragonYT and here on YouTube in the community, hello, Epic Toaster, welcome. My name's Gavin. No need to call me Furry Person, but thank you regardless. Thank you for stopping in. No need to be formal. Furry Person's my father. No, really, he's hairy. I mean, what? Here's a little factoid about the Super Ball. Whenever that one wants to despawn. It'll collect coins for you. If I can actually ever properly show it off. There we go. There's never too much of a reason to do it. But hey, you can. And that's interesting. You've got skeleton fish. This game really does introduce some of the strangest mechanics in Mario. You're heading out, Blind Wolf? Alright, well, I'm glad you were able to stop in. The Starman theme for this one. Missed so many coins in that room, pain. Well, I'll try not to for the next secret, so... I'm just typing to cheer up my friend Xavier. He's not happy in school. Oh, I feel it. Well, here's something. We might be able to put a smile on his face with some happy tunes, a little bit of beachside fun, and a Game Boy in hand. Honestly, this game's super fun and super cheap. If you guys want to give this a shot, it was on the 3DS Virtual Console, and I hope it comes to Switch soon, because, oh man, this game's awesome. Once again, I'm really bad at this minigame. There's a timing to it. Mario can run over one-gap tiles, as long as you're holding down the run button. Acceleration in this game is even more different and kind of trickier to control than even in Mario 1, which that game I feel has a ton of momentum. But here, if you let go of the run button, Mario stops on a dime as if he was like Mega Man or something, which makes darn it, it makes platforming even harder than it really needs to be. Believe it or not, if you port this over with regular Mario level design, like in Mario Maker 2, the game becomes far less egregious, far less difficult. All of the challenge here is just about getting behind Mario's movement and physics. And I think that's pretty cool. Since we've got so many people in chat at the moment, I'd like to ask, how are you guys doing today? Holding up well? And I already heard from Stan Woozle, but, alright. Gonna take the Starman all the way out, and hopefully get to the end of the stage. This really was a launch title for the Game Boy. They weren't quite sure what they could do with the hardware at this point, and Mario Land 2 will really show that within just a few short years, they really started to understand the Game Boy and what all their little machine was capable of. Here's a tricky one. Ah, I did not get the bonus. It's alright. That can be really difficult, so... Ah, here's our first shooting level. I almost forgot about these. These are nice and fun. I don't know if there's going to be a stream tomorrow. If there is, it'll probably be Team Sonic Racing. But FNAF Security Breach will still... finishing up FNAF Security Breach will still be this Sunday, instead of the usual Saturday time. I know, Mario with a little gun. Not everything here was sure to be. And it really started to push that the Game Boy was for the weird games. Like, not everything's quite what it seems. Not everything's exactly what you remember a Mario game being like. It's pretty awesome. Messagog, welcome. It's a beautiful day to go swimming. Absolutely. If it wasn't freezing. It really is cold outside today. Carrot Smoking Pipe. Revolta says baller. This game can be baller. It can also just be downright hard to hit things. So you don't move any faster or slower by holding down the run button in this stage. It's all just a shooting stage. Mario is only one tile big. I think that was a saving cost, but as we're to learn in the next game, they really didn't have to do that. Here we come to our second boss. I don't know why they all baa like sheep. I really couldn't tell you. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. That song is fascinating to me. Believe it or not, Revolta, that song is absolutely fascinating to me. Because if you just look at a couple lines, you read it one way, but if you read the whole song and you look into what each character says, by the end of the song, you can tell that she wants to stay with him as well. I do think the song fits a little better when you flip the roles, though. And I have heard a homosexual version of the track where it's two men singing, and I think that version lands just wonderful. Especially as somebody who is kind of put in that position usually. Of course, me and Karmic have our own version of that song that is just hilarious, and I've thought about recording it as a joke. It's basically just an entire song of me going and trying to play both parts and taking it seriously, and then every time that it gets to his part of the song, he just says the word "ba," and I think that would be hilarious to record as like a short or something. I really can't stay, ba. I've got to go away, ba. I just find it fun. Dream Snatcher says, Mario, just stop trying to destroy the aliens. Oh my gosh. Okay, Dream Snatcher, that's certainly something. I have no idea what to say to that. But good luck catching him, because Mario is booking it in most cases. This game absolutely cranks up Mario's speed to the umpth degree. Yes, my attention span just disappearing the second I saw the Moai heads. Yes, feel free to spam the Moai heads in the chat. They're all over this game, and it was wild to see them come back for Mario Odyssey. You like the cannon in the pipe? Yeah, it's the only game where they do something like this. Verity the Bat, welcome. There's so many new people here, I've noticed. It's kind of wild. Puts me in a good mood. Means I'm doing my job right. I'm giving the people what they wanted. I guess. Nobody suggested Mario World, or Mario Land. I just decided after Minecraft lost that, like, this is my go-to game. Something's not quite right, not enough people voted, I just go straight and I'm like, okay, Mario Land. For those who didn't know, I actually held a poll on Twitter to see what you guys wanted to watch, and, yeah. I asked you guys if you wanted to see me play Minecraft, the answer was no. By one vote, it was no. They were tied throughout most of the week. I swear I'm not trying. There we go. I swear I'm not trying. That's clear, by the way. You're jumping in the pit. I'm gonna start saving the state. As you guys can see there, I actually already had a save state from the last time we actually played through this game on the channel. I'll be able to read the chat in just a second. The stage has all sorts of craziness. All sorts of craziness. When you make a new game, it's going to be bad guys versus heroes. Well, that's usually a pretty good premise. Labsyncton said hi, and Sebastian said hi. I think I've already read out Sebastian's, though. I can't tell throughout because of all the Maui heads. I mean, what? Moai heads. It's Moai head, right? I know they're the Easter Island head, but aren't they Moai? Or Maui? Hello, Caden the Fox. The Bad Fox, sorry. Got molten donuts to ride along. Hello, Jethro! Man, everybody's showing up for today. You think the first pronunciation is more correct? I would have to agree with you. And hello, Azara. Luckily, I won't have to say it for much longer, because the level's about to end, and I might just end up game overing, which will be really sad. That's why I made a save state, though, so I can't be too upset. So here you'd have to ride the donut to get up there, and then ride up these. You mean Bear Grylls? Revolta? And Jethel says, hey, welcome, welcome. As everybody's hopping in here, I'd like to remind you guys to drop a like and subscribe, if you will. That'd be freaking awesome. Gonna go ahead and save the state. Also, you can ring the bell, because I do streams pretty much every single day, so if you guys have missed out on a stream in the past, ring the bell, it helps. Okay, now we're on to one of the harder stages. Last stage is where I lose a lot of the lives, and then this stage is where I just end up game overing the most, because Mario's physics here. Like, the stage wants you to run. Like, it feels like it wants you to run in these sections. And then you do, and the game's like, haha, spider. But with Mario's physics here, it's just, I don't know. I believe this is the first appearance of these little spider dudes. They later showed up in New Super Mario Brothers. Specifically, they showed up all over Mario New Soup 2. Believe it or not. Hello, Tessa. Welcome, welcome. Wild to see everybody showing up here today. Especially with the last couple streams where, like, I've had nobody, which has been strange as well. Hello, Millie. I guess my question is, are you guys just busy, or are my streams just not that interesting? Is the game I'm playing just a little bit too much? Hello, Chandler. Welcome. I want to get to know my audience, so that way then I can actually, you know, play stuff you guys want to watch. Ah, dang it. So close. I wanted some more lives, honestly. Hello, Vincent. Oh, boy. Today is a busy, busy day, I guess. Hello, Anubis fan. Welcome. Funnily enough, we just fought the Sphinx. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save state, because if I don't, we're going back a good way, and I'm not dealing with that. Because this is more a showcase than a showcase of the game than my skill. My skill comes in very brief spurts. I'm not accepting defeat that easy. I want to keep at least 2 lives. Especially for the final stage. Which is actually coming up. This game is super short. Which is why when I need a game that's just quick, little bit of filler, I pick Mario Land 1. But today it's a twofer, so you also get Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, so... if you guys didn't know, I also have a Discord in the link in the description below. I know a lot of you guys didn't get to vote in the Minecraft poll, but I hold polls and giveaways on my Twitter from time to time at GavinDragonYT. I'm sorry to shill out like this early on in the stream, but hey, since I got everybody here, I might as well make mention of it. Back to the Mario world, where the music is droning on, and my only thought is, why isn't it the Smash Brothers remix? The answer is Game Boy. But there was a Minecraft poll, Revolta, to see if you guys wanted me to play Minecraft, and the poll was mostly conclusive with you guys saying that you didn't. I held a poll. I said, if I played it, if you guys wanted to see me play it, if you didn't want to see me play it, or if you wanted to see other. And that ended, I think that ended just as we were starting here. I can pull up the results again. But it was 9 for yes, 10 for no, and 2 for other, which other had to specify what game they wanted in the description, and instead, one person just didn't end up specifying. So I'm assuming basically I gave everybody two chances to vote, one on YouTube and one on Twitter. But since I didn't but after, you know, 10, 19, 20, 21 people voted, and yeah. That's why it's good to keep an eye on the Twitter and the community tab, because I hold all sorts of stuff. At 500 subs, I will be doing a special giveaway on Twitter, so stick around for that. We're on the road to 500 now, so. And I think we can absolutely hit it by the end of the year, so. You guys ever wanted something silly and ridiculous to remember these streams by? That'll be a time. It'll be a limited sort of giveaway, too. Okay, then, Revolta, that's something. There's always somebody in chat who takes things way off the deep end, and I just get really confused. Oh, is it not gonna let me go back up? I just don't have the speed and the momentum. It's alright, at least I can get a mushroom. Alright, yeah, sorry for the commentary's lack of oomph. These final stages just, they throw me for a loop a lot of the time. In chat, I'd love a show of hands of who is excited for, Oh, shoot. Why did I do that? That exists? Okay. Never mind, I lost it. Alright, time for another save state. I know you guys are mostly here for probably Mario Land 2, so. will get there. I just gotta play Mario Land 1 first. I gotta play the really confusing one that barely feels like a Mario game. The one where Mario's nose is like half cut off because it's really flat. Like, just look at the sprite. It's just really flat and short. It's meant to mimic the Mario 1 sprite. It's from Super Mario Brothers, but in so many ways, it doesn't really feel like it's getting close to even that quality standard. I believe the musician named Brentalfloss did a whole song on how this game can both feel like an amazing Mario game and also one of the most confusingly weird Mario games. Maui head. It is now destroyed, and we can maybe finally rescue Princess Daisy. Maybe. Opposed to the last 2 times where it's been an alien in disguise. Okay, I'll take a Fire Flower. I'll take a Super Ball. I just want to call it a Fire Flower. I don't know why. And now we have one of the coolest themes in the game, and probably one of my favorite tracks, musically, in this title. I just love the brisk pace of this game. Honestly, if there's a video game with a better flow for being as short as it is, I don't think there is one. Yes, the difficulty ramps up very quickly, but it doesn't ever feel too unfair. Especially with music like this. Like, this whole soundtrack. Oh man, this is a Mario game with Mario Land 1 and 2 where I think they could remake it. Remake both titles. Give them new animated cutscenes, maybe bring in the animators from the Link to the Past opening on Switch. Or no, Link's Awakening on Switch. Why did I say Link to the Past? Throw in the original versions of each game and call it a day. Not many remakes do that. Not many remakes throw in the original versions of the games. Which I think is a little bit of a shame, because the original versions of the games deserve some love too. If I remember correctly, the hopping enemies here, if I remember what I learned correctly, they are a hybrid zombie vampire, traditionally found in Chinese and Japanese folklore. Okay. We're not accepting game overs that quickly. Just nice and relaxing. Not the most relaxing Mario game. But I find it relaxing and enjoyable and comforting to a strange degree. I grew up with this game, playing it on the Game Boy Advance, playing it on my Game Boy Advance, shortly before my parents decided to get divorced. So, in many ways, this game is one of those comfort games that I pull out whenever I just need a quick moment to think. I didn't ever beat it back then, because this game gets really, really difficult. Now, I feel like we have a better shot. I feel like we have a better shot from back here. Believe it or not. I'd much rather start with 80 something coins, have a chance at an extra life and a mushroom, and do a deathless run of the stage than struggle through. Struggle through with 0 lives and, like, no coins. Those blocks seem to function a little better and a little fairer when you're actually at, when you're not at running speed. Ah, dang it. Alright. Yeah. If anybody has any questions for me, feel free to ask them in chat. I'm down to answer. Today's not much of anything for this game, at least. It's just Mario Land, you know. Good old Mario Land. Fun when it wants to be. And great every other second that it's, you know, not screwing over the player. I'm gonna go ahead and save over that now. I believe this is the final world? I don't believe there's many worlds in this game. 2 lives. It's better than nothing. 2 lives. It's something. Maybe we can get 3 this time around. Up to 12 likes already and 150 views. Man, you guys are crazy. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for showing the channel some love. I'm actually going to check here. We're at 402 subs, so thank you. Alright, I like the backgrounds here. Fun fact, there is a ROM hack of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I guess it's more of a mod at that point. However, a very large part of me wants to just say it's a mod and move on with my day. ROM hack or mod, where it redid most of the music and backgrounds from this game, even bringing back Land as a whole. And if you guys want to see me play newer Super Mario Brothers, I am down to play it. That's one where I don't have to hold a poll, because I know you guys love seeing crazy Mario stuff like this. And, like, why wouldn't you? It's a wild Mario adventure. I like that snake. When you stomp on them, they curl up in a ball. It's really cute. The Mario enemies in this game really are something else. here's a little precursor to the roto discs. Another little thing I haven't mentioned yet is the Starman theme itself is actually the can-can. And I forgot to save state anywhere in that stage. Cool. Screams at jar of pickle. You know what? I'll take the 3 lives. I will save state on the stage itself. Still not going to accept a death, but especially not this early. But it is a little better. Those little dudes, I don't think they don't look like something you'd be able to hit. But hey, that's the game for you. You actually cannot go backwards like in Super Mario Brothers 1, so this really does mimic the first Super Mario Brothers game, but brings in so much surrealness to the game. In gameplay, and physics, in enemy design, in the new princess. Especially because everybody likes Daisy. Like, I don't know a single person who's like, Daisy is a bad character. I've never heard that statement before. Even I like Daisy. Daisy's cool. Even if in this game she's more of just a Peach clone. In fact, I think Mario Land the Mario Land trilogy brings us the coolest of the Nintendo pantheon of characters, with Wario, Princess Daisy, and then the pirate, I believe she's a pirate gypsy? I have absolutely no idea, but I'll learn that when I get there, because I haven't played any of the Wario Land games, believe it or not. There we go. Warp cakes, which are just weird cookies from the Dark Ages. Oh, now I understand. Sorry. Now I think I understand what you're talking about, because me and Karmic were going to watch that video, and then we just ended up not, because... yeah. Now we're high in the clouds. Hello, Skylar. Welcome. It's going all right. I finally hit 400 subs. I did a little poll on Minecraft. It turns out that by one vote, people do not want me to play it. You got a haircut? That's nice. I haven't cut my hair in years, so... for me, a haircut is a little bit of heresy, I guess. For making the pun. Chat's been alright today so far. Maybe in a little bit, though. Because we've already hit over 100 views today, so... today is actually a very high chance that I might. Heck yeah, it is! Now we're on the road to 500. We gotta go through these little mazes, these tight corridors here. Luckily, they don't throw any enemies at me. I know you're almost at 900, and that's pretty cool, but doesn't help me out too much. I mean, congrats for you, but I'm sure you put in the effort. But, alright, here's our final boss, Tatanka. And this is all you have to do. But makes funny sounds. Yeah, everything makes a sheep noise when you dig far down enough. And just like that, we finished Mario Land 1 in about an hour, which is what I expected. Which means we can finally jump over to Mario Land 2. So if you're just now tuning in, please subscribe, drop a like, and strap in, because we've got more coming. We're up to 403. Boots! We might actually hit 450 before the end of the month, mate, at this rate. I know Artie would be stoked for that. You did the like, well thank you. This game is really just a smaller tech demo of the Game Boy to get early adopters who love Mario but didn't really care for Tetris in on the game. By the time the Game Boy came out in the United States, it was packaged in with Tetris. Nintendo wanted to package in Mario Land, and I think later models did package in with both. My Game Boy came with, when I got my Game Boy Advance, I got Mario Land, Baseball, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and, oh, there was one more, Pac-in-Time, because my mom knew I liked Pac-Man and found a Pac-Man game for me. Because believe it or not, my mom actually, oh, that's not fun. Don't destroy a Game Boy. Game Boys are cool. But my Game Boy, my mom bought me a Game Boy. She bought it for 25 bucks. Game Boy Advance. It was a wide silver version. I still have it to this day. It's one that it's my regular go-to if I have any Game Boy stuff that I need to test out. Hello, February! Welcome! I don't think you should destroy those, Skylar. Don't destroy things for videos. That's not something I can in good faith endorse. And that's that. There's my top score. Feel free to beat it. We're going to... I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my settings real fast and change a few things here. So that way then we can do Mario Land 2. Super Game Boy. Super Game Boy. Apply, okay. Load ROM. So I could play the Japanese version, but we're going to go with the American version. I did not know that it was going to do that with the border. I don't watch natural disaster films, Skylar. Settings. 1 second, I have to set this up as well. There we go. Let's go ahead and get started with Super Mario Land 2. I hope the audio is good here as well. Hello, Versington. Oh, awesome! That's freaking rad. Send me a link to a trailer whenever you get a chance. I want to show this off. This is cute. Hello, Tyler. Welcome. Well, awesome. If you could share a little bit of that wealth on my PayPal down below, that would be really cool. So, this game is Super Mario Land 2. This came out after Super Mario World, and you can tell they put a lot of effort and time into it. Everything feels more like a Mario game, looks more like a Mario game, and but still has some of that weird Mario Land charm. So, there's a lot more to this game than the last one. I've only ever beaten this game one time. It is a lot harder. Mario's run physics here feel a lot better. Also, there is a colored patch version of this game that I thought about running, but I figured for the sake of the video, we'll stick it to the original Game Boy. If you guys have any palette suggestions for this game, feel free to let me know. If you press down while you do a jump, you will do a spin jump. Just make sure to keep holding down and you'll be able to bust right through these blocks. This game gets rid of the Super Ball power-up, but brings in the Fire Flower, and it's even got the same style of sprite as it did in Mario World. However, because it's on the Game Boy, they didn't want to flip Mario's palette, so this time around, he's got a little feather on his head, which I think is cute. I think it's really cute. The mighty fire-wielding Mario. Just like in the last game, we've got little towers at the top. At the top, we have a bell, and if you ring the bell, you get a little bonus game. This game is also very multiple choice with its level design. So, I can't wait to show that off. Oh, awesome! When we got 3 lives, that's gonna be very helpful. This game gets brutally difficult, so if you're just tuning in, we just beat Super Mario Land 1. We're starting Super Mario Land 2, and be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and share it with a friend. Hello, Andre! Well, I'm glad you guys were able to pop in for this one. Like I said, if you have any friends that are looking for content right now, feel free. No, he gets my other Sona's little technique of bunny ears. But he gets to fly with them, which I think is adorable. So, yeah, he has a little bit of a presto in him. Hello, Dimitri. Welcome. So down here we have the Koopa, the toy house, the forest with the pumpkin, the outer space with the moon, the mini house, or the tree. So these are your choices. I'll let you guys vote on whichever one I see first is the one I'm going with, so feel free to tell me what world to do. And hello, Gary the dog, welcome. As you guys are hopping in here, feel free to drop a like and whatnot. I'm letting you guys pick which world we're doing today, so feel free to let me know which one you want me to do. Each one of these worlds have their own little thing. So you got stuff like the Pumpkin Visit Zone, which is very fitting for Halloween. Of course, we've got Spaceland, the Toy Zone. The Mario Zone, sorry. Hello, Mario Time! Welcome! That's interesting. I was not expecting a Mario account to join me today, but welcome! If you'd like to pick which world we go to first, feel free to let me know. I'm letting the audience choose today. The first one I see is the first one I go to. So if you've never seen this game, you know, you have a rival? Ooh, interesting. Is it Wario? Is it Wario time? Wario time! Raymond, welcome Raymond. Welcome. I'm letting the chat choose the first world we go to. Goes by Cap and Wario. Well, that's who we're here to put a stop to, because he's got your castle on YouTube. Ah! Well, maybe you can get Wario and Mario to subscribe. That'd be pretty cool. Hot Wheels Ecto 1. Dominic Z, you are on my mind. I didn't know they did that. That is awesome. I love Ghostbusters. You know what? Let's fit with the theming. I know I said to let you guys choose, but I've been waiting a little while. Let's just start out with Pumpkin Zone, shall we? But yes, Ecto 1 is awesome. I love all versions of the Ecto 1. Hello, Zero. Well, Zero, I don't know what to tell you. But I hope you're having a good day today. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to get much of a crowd today for both Mario Land games, and I'm glad everybody got to. I'm glad people get to show up for Mario Land 2, which is my favorite out of the two Mario Land games that we're going to be showing off here today. I hold little polls and whatnot on the Twitter account at GavinDragonYT. Links are in the description. We also have a Discord in the description if you want to hang out there as well. Johnny Lightning also did an Ecto 1. Cool. Here's the bunny ears. I don't have cable TV. Frame by frame, there's a secret exit on the second level of the zone, in case you didn't know. I did not know. Feel free to tell me where it's at, if you want to help out. I don't know why it feels like a turbo button. No, there's the turbo button. Maybe I'm just confused. Well, either way, welcome everybody. So glad to have so many people watching today. For any new viewers on this channel, I like to take people through a little tour of video game history with all sorts of different titles, showcasing stuff that not many people have heard of, sometimes stuff people have massively heard of, and sometimes I'm just goofing off and playing whatever. You have the Ecto 1 from Jada Toys and Johnny Lightning. Well, I always wanted the Lego Ecto 1, but I've never had the money to really do so. It can be really cool to build on stream, like get a green screen and go from there. I actually have a green screen, I just need to edit. I'd need to work on it. I know that, I believe, isn't it? No, it's the first stage. When I get there, okay, well then I'll try to take it slow, because there is a slight delay with everything. But thank you, Frame by Frame, for helping out today. Like I mentioned before, feel free to subscribe, because, yeah. I have not. I'm not much into the toy scene, Dominic. I'm much more in video games and comics in terms of the realm of what I generally cover. However, from time to time I do dabble. I've got a bunch of the Mega Man Fully Charged figures. I've been trying to get all of those, but that's a collection for another day. I just really liked that show way too much for them to cancel it like that. There were only one season. It deserved more. But beggars can't be choosers. The A-Team van, once again, that's a show I'm not too invested in, the A-Team. I have heard of it, though. Honestly, most of my information when it comes to toys and whatnot are rather limited, because much more of my knowledge of toys comes down to my nephews, because they're younger. They're like, I believe they're like 7 or 8 now. Maybe they're nearing 10. Kind of lost track. I don't see my sister every day anymore, so they're good kids, but I am not always the best babysitter. In fact, I haven't been the babysitter since I've lived with my mom, so that's been a number of years now. There we go, a couple more lives. Alright, yeah, I did not find a secret exit there, frame by frame, but we can always come back and do it. Of course, my roommate has decided to make food. And just let the microphone ring. Ole, ole, ole. Or andale. There's one here, too. I'll have to find it, but oh, cool. Once again, another show I didn't really watch. I was really expecting them to do a Mega Man crossover when I heard Fully Charged got... Mega Man got his own show with Fully Charged, but they didn't, and I thought that was a little bit of a shame. Granted, I am also very biased when it comes to the Mega Man Fully Charged TV series, because I know one of the animators, so that show's one of those shows where it's like, huh, maybe he's talking good about it because he has friends. But it's also because that show is actually genuinely good and nobody gave it a shot, but They also slotted in a really terrible time slot at like 5 in the morning or something like that. It was just wild. Either way, it's good to have everybody here. Hope I'm entertaining enough for you guys. I'm actually finding this a lot easier than what I did when I was younger and playing this on the normal Game Boy. Okay, it just looks like a... the Evil King Bowser. Oh boy, that's an awful time slot because people are still asleep at that time. I know. It was, I know Evil King Bowser. It's absolutely an awful time slot, which is why I was upset when they said they did that. And that was while they were still doing the Teen Titans Go every single day. So it never got a season 2, but they picked up the comic books. The comic book studio, Boom Studios, got their team on it, and I thought... Honestly, I was really glad when they did that. CMGG777Y Taylor Mo, mind if I just call you a CM? Says, hello, you're new. You're new, subscribe? Yeah. Welcome. Good to have you. Is Mario jump? Mario does in fact jump. Oh, it's pretty awesome. We got Mario Time and the Evil King Bowser. This is pretty cool. I have been playing through the Mario series, however, it's been kind of slow, because I've been trying to finish up the Sonic series. So if you're here strictly for the Mario stuff, check out some of my other content, because... oh boy. Well, I've been playing Mario my whole life. It is Mario Land. This is Mario Land 2. for the Nintendo Game Boy. Came out in the 90s, and it is a wonderful sequel to Super Mario World, in my opinion. Alright. Ah, darn it. Sorry if any cursing slips out. I am trying to get better at that, but from time to time I do slip through a little bit. If you guys have never heard or seen this game before, feel free to check it out. It's on the Virtual Console for 3DS and the original Game Boy. And usually it's pretty easy to emulate, so it's not too hard to get running if you're really a pirate. I don't endorse that, but you know. It's not that bad, no, but I know a lot of my viewers have politely requested, might I add, that I can try not to curse. So, to meet with that request, I said sure. Because I figure, you know, if they're uncomfortable with it, they might be coming here from a bad state of mind, a bad place at home. They may not want to hear it, and that's okay. I will gladly and happily accept not saying a couple words just because. Yeah. I just see it as I could say the words, I could get it done with. Or I could just, you know, respect their opinions, keep the subscribers I have, and be polite about it. Because I remember growing up in a home that wasn't great, and my dad didn't like cursing, but he cursed all the time. And the one time I cursed, he actually got really angry with me, and through both me and my brother, told us to pack up our stuff and get out of the house. And my mom basically scolded him for that. And my mom was the only reason we were allowed back in the house. So when people say don't curse, I'm gonna take it in stride. Here's our first coin. The witch was using it as a pot lid. But we've defeated Pumpkin Land. On to the next one. I'll let you guys pick if you'd like. We still got all of the other worlds left, so feel free to choose as I make my way back to the start and go ahead and drop a save state, because why not? This is going to be a showcase. Might as well showcase it. But no, you guys are awesome. I'm glad to have awesome people watching. We're up to 406 already. On the road to 500. That's GM80s. So we've got the wood zone, I believe? The tree zone. Which is more of a springtime level. We got this little bonus level right here. We've got the Spaceland up here. I know it may not seem like Spaceland, but there's a level in between that. The mini house level here, which is kind of neat. It's like a tiny, huge island on a different scale. Mario Zone, which is right here. And the inside of a giant Koopa down here. So go ahead and pick, first one I see in the chat is the one I'm going with. And while that's going on, I will be right back, because I think I need a drink, actually, a drink of water. So, actually, bear with me, I'm going to put up my be right back. I will be right back, as the words say. And I am back. Have you guys chose a zone? No, you have not. So to keep the pace up, I will go ahead and pick Tree Zone next, just to... Ah, perfect. Just as I was saying that, you say Tree Zone. Perfect. I don't need to be here to see it, by the way. I can see it when I get back, so don't ever be afraid if I'm AFK. You don't speak English, you're Spanish, great child game, so greetings and good luck. I hope that I can entertain you despite my lack of knowledge on Spanish as a language. But yes, please enjoy, Raymond. I know for a fact, we have a few French viewers, actually, as well, who don't speak much English, either. They're quite polite, so... Haven't seen them in a while, but they're quite polite. And it died. I'm trying here. But yeah, never be afraid if your English is bad, I'll bear with you on it. I don't mind sifting through broken English and light Spanish, especially when I have a co-host, because I am not the only one on this channel, believe it or not, guys. Generally, I have a co-host who helps me deal with the chat and keeps things running nice and smooth here. But sometimes there are days like today when everybody's busy, and I just can't get anybody. And that's okay. Because these are the days where I get to show off some of the more niche stuff that I'm into. Like Mario Land. Because Mario Land 2 is just wild. And I know everybody talks about the Wario games, but Mario Land is just so cool. I don't believe you did, because Super Mario Crossover was just Mario 1, if I remember correctly. However, they did have a Mario Land 2 with 6 golden coins theme. So, things to discuss. Oh boy. Let's see if we can actually... 2 and 3? Now hold on a minute. I only ever knew they made a crossover 1. And then they updated that over and over and over again. Here's our next little mini game here. Extra life. That's not bad. I think I would have preferred a power-up, but an extra life is not bad. So now we're in the bark of the tree, which just uses a lot of the same assets found in one of the later games. Yes, that is a moo fish. I don't know what it is. I just know it's in this game. And it appears in this level, and I think a few other levels. And it's one of the strangest enemies I've ever seen, and I kinda love it for that. Cause, like, you'll see Mario enemies that are, like, never referenced. That's why I hold off on a lot of the Mario Encyclopedia books when they come out with those, cause... Do I ever do birthday specials? Like, what do you mean? I don't believe I played anything on my birthday. Of course, I've only been doing this for about a year. Like, full time. So if you're talking, like, birthday specials for viewers, I have no idea. I haven't been doing it long enough to really say if I'd want to do that in the first place. Most of the time, I probably would say no. I'd leave those up to, like, subscriber goals and stuff if you wanted me to play a specific game. Much in the same way, much in the same way that I play a lot of really strange games. I hold some very different standards than most of the streamers out there. Even my friend Kite says I play a lot of games that most streamers on Twitch don't even really play. Which is fascinating to me. Because YouTube has allowed me to basically have freedom with what I choose to play. Meanwhile, on Twitch, like, to get views, you have to play popular games. Here, I can just play something, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And if not, it'll find its audience eventually, because I have so much content on this channel. So, sometimes I can find it a little bit daunting. So, next up we have a choice between the B level or the ant stage, and I think I'm going to start out with the B stage, or no, I'm going to start with the ant stage, because the ants are eating away at the tree. I am going to do every stage in this game, because why not, might as well. And I have no idea how long this game is going to take, so... I've heard sometimes this game takes like an hour, sometimes it takes like 2. I've heard somebody took like 3 to 4 hours. And I have not really anything else to do today other than work on the starting soon image and finish editing a Mega Man episode, so, yeah. I'm just gonna stick around and entertain and educate you guys on this game in particular, because even though I have absolutely no idea what you guys actually want to know about this game, because in terms of development history, there's not a whole lot to say other than the dev team wasn't really happy to be making a Mario game. A lot of the character designers and whatnot, they did not want to work on a Mario game. Because Mario games come with some restrictions that they can't do. So, to make fun of the fact they were playing a Mario game, they had to make a Mario game. They, created a villain version. They wanted to make Mario a villain. Again, just like he was in Donkey Kong Jr. And, yeah. They did just that and made Wario as a goofy knockoff. He was larger than Mario, he couldn't jump as high as Mario, he wore yellow instead of red, he had purple overalls to mock the blue overalls, make him look goofier. He even had a kind of goofy looking face in this game. Which is why when they were given Wario, the chance to make a Wario game next, the game turned out a little better. In many ways, but, and also the opposite of Mario, just in every single way. Of course, the honeycomb level. Yeah! 100%, the Evil King Bowser, that's exactly what I am getting at. Fun fact, this is also Mario's Island in this game. Wario had just basically swatted his house while he was away. Which kind of checks out for Wario. Oh, a free castle? I deserve a castle. Believe it or not, Nintendo Power actually ran a comic book of Mario around the same time. Now, of course, there's the German Nintendo Power comics. However, there's also the American Nintendo Power comics, and the American Nintendo Power comics ran one based on this game. And it goes into the detailed history that Mario and Wario were friends as kids, even though Mario was better at everything and didn't realize that he was hurting Wario in so many ways. Which is why the ending of that comic is so much nicer than the ending of the game. The ending of the comic makes Mario and Wario semi-friends again, or at least no longer enemies. Meanwhile, the ending of the game, well, we'll get there. We'll get there in a little while. Oh, I don't like those bees. Something about the way they move just throw me through a loop. I hope the chat's enjoying this thus far. Hope. If you are, feel free to tell a friend about the stream, send them a link, get them to subscribe, because I've got lots of stuff planned. At 500 subscribers, our next goal game. You guys already unlocked the 400 for the month goal, which is for Castlevania Legends on Halloween, which is awesome. We're doing FNAF Security Breach on Sunday, by the way. So, we'll be finishing that game up. If you haven't seen the other parts of that, once again, all on the channel, all in a playlist. And if you're here for just the Mario content, don't worry, I got you covered there too. I've also got a playlist for that. In fact, it's probably the perfect time to join if you're watching Mario, because watching for the Mario content, because there's not that many streams yet, and, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. There's no need to waste people's time with a bonus stage that's most likely not going to be what we need for this exact fight. If you guys missed out on yesterday's stream, go check it out. We did Castlevania Bloodlines the other day, and finished up Sonic Unleashed on Thursday. Wednesday was Tropical Freeze. All sorts of good stuff this week. Oh man, I am kind of struggling with commentary. Let me see if I can get in one of my friends. I'm kind of confused. Oh, wow. Whew. Today is a wild card, I'll say that much. 300 views. That is insane. I wonder if we'll get past the threshold of the amount of people I've actually streamed stuff to. The maximum I streamed to is like 1,200. So, but I don't have 1,200 subscribers, so once again, if you're new here, subscribe, because I never stop putting out content. Not a whole lot deters me. Plus, I do all the artwork on the stream. Can I undo? Oh, awesome! Sweet, so Miss Artie will be joining us today. In just a little bit. I just messed up. I meant to make a save state, and I accidentally loaded the state. I am sorry! It's alright, I'll get back there in no time. I promise. I do not mean to waste people's time with stuff they've already seen, so... perfect as bows. Are you bowing in the chat, or are you saying bows? I could do a Mario impression. I did a silly Mario impression a couple streams ago. Because of the Mario movie announcement, I was doing a Lou Albano mixed with a little bit of oh shoot, Bob Hopkins impression, where I did, "No, Chris, you're not Mario. I'm Mario, Chris. You can't be Mario. You're confusing Luigi. But Mario, who's the real Mario? I am. I'm Mario. This is Chris." So, things I want to send people. I want to send that audio directly to Chris Pratt, and I want to send the clip of the FNAF Security Breach Part 1 to Jack Black, because the amount of references we made. Oh, man. The silly things I say. Oh, cool, Fireflower.
Hello.
Welcome.
Howdy.
How you doing, Artie?
I'm trying this out with some new headphones I had, but I've never tried to use them on Discord. So I figured I'd give them a shot. Don't know how I'm sounding, but howdy.
You sound a little bit echoey and a little worse than before. I think it might be using the microphone from the headphones themselves.
Probably. Well, that's what I was using on the old pair. I can switch if you think that's better.
Nah, it's fine.
Alright, crappy audio it is. Huzzah.
Huzzah. I mean, you could change it if you want. But, Artie, I wanted you to hop in today because I don't know if you've seen today's stream yet at all.
Is it... I heard you're doing Mario.
We are.
Is he missing?
He is not missing this time. We're playing Super Mario Land 2. We just finished 1. We're up to 20 likes and 322 views.
Oh my god.
So I figured
Dang.
you would want to hop in here and introduce yourself to all the new people watching.
Well, howdy, folks. This is Artie, the crappy audio edition. I'm usually here for Sonic, but I'm here for Mario today.
We're running out of Sonic games.
True. Well, for now.
Until Frontiers.
Yes. But yeah, howdy, folks.
Yeah. How's your day been going?
It's been good. I was at a work conference up until earlier this afternoon, and that was pretty nice. But yeah, now I am home, and it is time to clean the things.
Clean the things. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's something to do. I have done all of one thing today.
Well, you're streaming, so I guess that makes 2.
Yeah, I guess that makes 2.
There you go.
The Evil King Bowser Frontiers does look very promising. I'm very excited for it. I will be streaming that on launch day, so...
When's that one coming out?
November 8th will be the stream.
Oh boy.
It'll be running most of the afternoon, too, because I'm gonna have a lot to say, I'm sure of it. Especially if I can...
And you'll be going in blind, so that's also exciting.
I mean, how could I not go in blind? Like, what?
Well, I've been around for Sonic games you've played before, so this is, like, it's new for me.
Oh!
You know,
yes.
Going in, no idea what to do, and just... Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a new experience. This is something that does not happen very often or very much at all, honestly.
Yeah.
Generally, the Sonic game's been out for a little while, and I have a chance to stream it and play it beforehand and practice. Frontiers, I'm going in blind, so I'm gonna be relying on a lot of my instincts, and a lot of my instincts tell me it's gonna be good.
Yeah. And so, like, if you get stuck somewhere, no one can look up a guide, because it's gonna be so new, there won't be guides.
Which is perfect. Because it means I gotta figure out, and I get to decide for myself whether or not the game has good design.
Yeah.
Because I like so for those new on the channel, I like talking about game design a lot, and we went in heavy detail on game design of Sonic Unleashed all throughout the playthrough of that, the game design of
Yes.
Sonic 06. I've talked a little bit
Yes.
here and there about Mario today, but I'm not going to be able to say much because, I mean, it's Mario. It's good.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, Mario game's good. Never in 100 years. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured, since there were so many people watching, I figured it was a good time to bring you on and just say hi.
Yeah. Yeah, just in between the stuff, I'm currently brushing a new plush I got in the mail, and dear God, it is shedding more than my cat does. So I'm giving it
Ooh,
a brush.
what kind of plush is it, if you mind me
It
asking?
is a 1999 Build-A-Bear Polar Bear version 2 that I got for dirt cheap off of Steal because the person listed it as something that it's not. And it's in excellent condition, but it's so, like, unused that, like, the fur is still in the shedding phase.
If you don't mind, if you don't mind, I'm gonna interrupt you just for a second. Hello, Lemmy Gamer. My day is going well. How is yours? And Chanik, this is on an emulator. However, I do own a physical copy of this game, and I also have the virtual console version of this game as well.
Ooh.
Anyway, back to your Build-A-Bear story.
Yeah, well, for me, if people don't know me, I am a plush collector, not, like, obsessive, but Build-A-Bear turned 25 this year, and they're like, hey, we're re-releasing the classic Polar Bear, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can get this cheaper second-hand, and it's in nicer condition than the new version, so I am a happy clam. But it is shedding everywhere, and it looks worse than my cat has ever shed on me before. Good times.
It's awesome to see all of the new people hop in. You wish you
Yeah.
had... if you're new here, please subscribe. Send a friend over, because I don't plan on stopping playing games anytime soon, so...
Yeah. Chanik says, nice, wish I had this for my Game Boy. Lost most of my games back in the day, sadly. Oh, I feel that. It's some of the things, it's like, yeah, I had this when I was younger, but then, like, it either got lost and or... I feel like the common story is a parent got rid of it and or sold it. And that's just like, ow.
My mom would never do that.
That's good.
There's a story behind that, if anybody would like to listen to that.
Yeah, go for it.
My mom, growing up, was a huge nerd, just like I am today. That sounds really weird, right? But she collected comic books, specifically Archie.
Ooh.
And she had every issue from issue 1 up until 1997, I believe. My grandmother threw them all out when she was cleaning.
No.
And my mom was devastated when she found out.
Oh my god.
So when my mom realized that I not only was playing video games, but she realized I really loved comic books, when she heard that I was into an Archie comic book series, the Mega Man one in particular, she just said, absolutely, you can have comic books. And she told me that story. And she said that if you ever have a video game, she said she'd never throw it out because she knows how much those comics meant to her growing up, that nowadays she wished she still had them to show me.
Wow. Evil King Bowser says no way. Yeah, oof. Well, if you guys know, Toy Story 3, the whole premise for that movie is based off, an adult's actual, like, one of the animators' actual experiences of they were moving and they had put some of their childhood toys in, like, a trash bag just because they didn't have, like, a box for them, and the husband didn't know and threw them all out and had no idea, and they lost, like, all their childhood, like, keepsake toys.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, it's extra, like, oh god, that hurts. Chanik asks, what's some of your favorite comic books?
I am a big fan of the Spider-Man series. I am also a big fan of a lot of the classic Sonic comics, specifically anything written by Ian Flynn. I like Mega Man comic books. I was recently gushing about the Sonic Boom series, and that comic book is amazing. Once again, though, I know the artist for that, and I knew the animators for the TV series on that, so I don't really have any reason to not like it. Shoutouts to, oh, what's her name? Now I can't remember her name. Just right when I need...
no.
Right when I... Snookums. Shoutouts to Snookums.
Mm.
That's her Twitter handle, anyways. It's just what I've always called her. But she's a lovely animator who answered a lot of my questions. Am I excited for the...
Yeah. Well, you were already reading it.
I'm reading part of it. I've got way too much time with this game.
You good.
I am very excited for the new Sonic game. Super excited for Frontiers. We'll actually be playing that on launch. It'll be a blind run, and I'm very excited to share that with you guys on November 8th.
I've watched one trailer a couple months ago for Frontiers and nothing else, so I'm going in like extra blind. I'm not looking into like anything other than I know it's supposed to be really... Everyone seems really hyped for it, so I'm going in. I found recently that with most pieces of media, if it's something I'm really excited about, I will watch the trailer once, maybe twice, and then like not again, and especially not upcoming to the movie, because sometimes trailers give away like too much. So I try to watch it once, get the gist, get hyped, and then like not touch it, and go in as blind as possible past the initial hype.
I am I'm very silly about what I am. If I'm hyped about something, I will watch it over and over and over again. But if I know I want to go in blind, I will just hold back on everything. So, like, I knew for a fact I wanted to do the new Pokemon games, Violet and Scarlet, blind. I watched one trailer. I've seen, like, maybe 2 new Pokemon total, and I have stopped out there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we'll see what happens when we stream that game.
Yeah, Evil King Bowser says me too. I feel like, especially, well, when it went to Gen 7 of Pokemon, they spoiled, like, they spoiled everything going into the Alola games, like, the first set.
The
I'm like, that's
story,
not fun.
everything.
That wasn't fun, and I feel like those games, part of them were really good. Gen 7 had its ups and downs of some really awesome stuff and some really, like, stuff. Gen 8, I enjoyed. I know everyone's like, oh, I want the Start Evolutions. I don't want to know them. I want to go in blind. I enjoyed going in blind to Sword and Shield and just not knowing and finding out for myself. I enjoyed that.
You know what? Speaking of the old Pokemon games, this is more of like a history setting. For Legends Arceus, I love telling this story because it makes me chuckle so much.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you had the game for like 2 months before me, and I still completed the Pokedex, beat the game, and did every side quest in the game in 3 days.
For those that don't know, I'm somewhere around 230, 250 hours into Arceus. I finally beat the post-game, I want to say early September, late August, but I'm one of those crazy people who's trying to, like, perfect the Pokédex too, but yeah, I took my sweet-ass time with Arceus. I loved that game.
That game was great. I just wish it didn't bug out when they released the new DLC.
Yes.
That
also put me off from, like, doing the DLC for the longest time. I'm like, I don't want to break my game.
Like,
I like it too much.
I literally got to a point, and now I cannot continue because the DLC decided it doesn't want to let me continue.
Oh, damn. I wonder if they've ever patched that.
I haven't gone back to check because I'm too mortified. There was an update DLC that added some extra side quests where it allows you to get, raid Pokemon, I believe?
The massive mass outbreaks. So you get, like, more frequent Pokemon swarms, alpha swarms, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't been able to complete, and that's because the game bugged out on me.
Dang. Yeah, that kept me from doing the DLC for the longest time. I'm just like, gonna ignore this.
When I mentioned it to her, oh man, I was pissed. I was so angry.
Like, it's broken. I was like, what?
No. I'm like, it's broken, and I couldn't continue, and I was so mad. I was so mad.
I kept away because I'm like, I've already sunk at that point probably at least 100 hours in, and I'm like, I don't want to lose this.
I think
No.
I think I'm sitting at maybe 74 with a complete Pokedex.
That's fair. Again, I took my sweet ass time and cherished that baby. I was like, ooh, I get to do the whole complete the Pokédex in one game so I don't have to buy 2 versions. I enjoyed the hell out of, like, hoarding resources, crafting stuff. Loved it. But, yeah, no, I took my sweet ass time there.
Yeah. For all of the new people hopping in, though, I'm very excited about all the new people in. So please subscribe, drop a like if you're new here. Love having conversations. I try to stream every day around 3:30 p.m. EST. Sometimes they're later in the day, like today, like it's 4 o'clock. So, well, now it's 6.
And weekend
but
streams sometimes change time too.
I gotta
Depends
get
on what we're doing.
I gotta get groceries sometime. Oh, Skylar, it's RT. But I believe... Yee. It's Audie's. She has some beef.
I got the beef.
Honestly, the Arby's jokes just never end. If you've never seen an Arby's ad with that voice, look up a YTP of those Arby ads. They're hilarious.
It's just the where's the beef is just a classic Arby's. I don't know how old that commercial like series is, but dang.
Well, where's the beef was Wendy's originally.
Oh, that's right.
But so then Arby's struck back with "We have the meats" to be like, yeah, here it is. Kaizo block out of nowhere. Yeah. This game decides it likes Kaizo blocks at times.
Skylar says I actually had Arby's when I was in middle school. Why? Because my mom took me there after she picked me up from school. Oh, nice. There's like my older brother and his wife love Arby's, but there's like not a single Arby's near them in Massachusetts or Rhode Island. So when they come to visit us here, without fail, they'll always be like, all right, we're going to Arby's because there's one like 10 minutes from our house. All right, it's time to go to Arby's.
The question is it still 10 minutes from your house?
From this one, might be like 20.
Dang.
15, 20, depends.
And
Ripperoni.
oh, Brent's dying in the other room. Do I play any ROM hacks these games? Sometimes. Just depends. I know we did do a ROM hack episode where some fans submitted ROM hacks that they had made, and I gladly played them.
Skylar says, wait, Artie lives near Massachusetts. Do you live near Six Flags New England? I feel like that's like an hour and a half from me. I'm in upstate New York. My brother lives out, he used to actually go live in Salem, Massachusetts, but now he's over near Boston in that area. That neck of the woods. That's why he's near Rhode Island.
Then there's me. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Ohio.
I don't know what theme I was doing there.
Question mark shrug?
Meow. Wait, I am a cat.
Meow.
Wait, I am a cat. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Missouri there. Well, I think that's enough location talking for one day.
Yeah.
As we are now inside a whale, inside a Koopa. Or inside a Koopa, inside a whale.
Whale of a tail. Mario Hale.
Mario is now Pinocchio, I guess. He's in a whale.
He's Jonah from the Bible.
We spent 3 days on that potato salad. I believe somebody did the science on that. Believe it or not.
About the whale?
Yeah, you would only survive like maybe a day or two inside a whale.
Okay, so one of the popular theories people have is in the location where that story is supposed to take place. There aren't really whales, but there are some big sharks. So some people theorize that he was swallowed by a shark and was translated into whale. And I think that's even, like, cooler. It's like, shark.
I would have been way more invested to see a shark. You want to see someone test that? I don't want to see someone test it. I want to see them run, like...
Shark Week 2023! Get bored!
Of course, the furry stream is going to have vor. Of course. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Biblical vor. Get with it.
Get with it. Get jiggy with it. Except it's vor. What's that one song where it's like slide to the left, slide to the right? That song, except vor.
Why do, oh my god, is it Mumbo number 5?
No, because
that's not Mumbo number 5. No. I know the song exactly what you're talking about, I cannot remember the name of it right now. The Casper Slide Part 2? Slide to the left.
Yeah.
Right, take it back now, y'all. Like that one?
Yeah. That song, but it's about vor.
Chat, help us out.
Cha-cha slide, that's it.
Yes.
I'm sorry for my...
I should know.
I'm sorry for my cultural illiteracy. I am gravely sorry.
Chanik says, Mr. Beast lives inside a whale for 1 million is more what I was thinking.
Oh!
That would be something.
That would definitely be something.
Be something for... I feel like he's already passed 1 million. He's something alright.
I thought he was a billionaire or something like that.
He's something funky. There was one time, okay, back last year, when it was like Pokemon's 25th, or maybe earlier this year, I forget. They had the Pokemon Oreos, and it was like, there's a couple different Pokemon you can get, and then it's very rare to find the Mew Oreo. And one time, Mark and I actually found the Mew Oreo, which is a different story. But I was like, oh, I wonder if these are actually, like, worth anything. And no, they're not. And I went on eBay, and someone's listing was like, Mr. Beast, please buy this to help me pay off my debt. And it was like a Mew Oreo for $1,000. I'm like, hello?
Oh, boy.
A lot of things are happening here.
Many things. Well,
and things.
I don't even know what to say that. Just gonna go ahead and save and move on to the next world. We've still got the space world, the mini world, and I think that's it. So,
woo!
Oh, and toy world. We have the Mario world. So, chat, feel free to pick
what y'all want.
What you guys want to see as we continue on this journey. We're almost to 400 people who have watched.
Hey.
And we're sitting at 407, so thank you guys so much for subscribing and all that.
Yeah, this is a friendly reminder that if we get to 450 before Halloween, so I guess October 30th, I will in fact buy one of those really weird Five Nights at Freddy's costumes and wear it and give you guys on the channel photos and let everyone laugh at me. But only if you guys get to 450 in the next, like, 3 days.
That's a pretty steep challenge, but they've done crazier.
Heck yeah. Y'all can do it. Get your friends in. You know they'd like this.
Artie, which one would you want to see? Because as I'm waiting...
Which were the two options again?
We've got the Micro House, Space World, and then the Mario Toyland.
Let's do Mario Toyland, because we were talking about Toy Story, like, a couple minutes ago.
That sounds good with me.
Yeet.
Oh man, I can't wait until I get the new stream will be starting soon, image ready to go.
Yeah!
That'll throw so many people off. It'll actually have names of people who are on that image, and it's gonna be translucent, like the Be Right Back one, so you'll see my little setup before you see it. Be a much better introduction.
DJ Daxton J says hello. Hello and welcome!
Hello, welcome! You've got a question? Ask away, bud. Me and Miss Artie are always welcome to questions.
Yeah.
Unless they're too invasive, in which case, why'd you ask it? That's just a little joke for you.
Imagine if someone comes in here. Oh, Daxton wants to know how you set up your PNG tuber thing.
Oh, you're lost? Well, Daxton, feel free to subscribe and whatnot. I set up my PNG tuber with... Let me grab the... it's something called reactive.fungi.tech. It uses Discord mic. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put this in the chat for you. Yes, riveting gameplay. I was getting a link for you. So, feel free to use that link. That's how you use that, the PNG tuber stuff. There are other tools, but yeah. And thank you so much. And good luck on your journey. If you've got any other questions, I'm down to answer you. I've got lots of other friends that are also PNG tubers or just VTubers in general. If anybody knows Kite, he's a lovely furry who does some great content over on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna assume it's Jose Pro Gamer or Josie or Josie
I
Pro
would guess
Gamer.
Jose.
Sorry if we're butchering your name. Just
Feel free to correct us.
yeah. So you say so. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Greetings and salutations.
Mm-hmm. Man, this certainly is a game.
Certainly is Mario, featuring Chris Pratt. Wait a minute. DJ Daxon said, by the way, this is the first game I ever beat under 2 hours.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice. Luckily, we haven't been playing this for 2 hours. I actually played Mario Land 1 before this, and that took me an hour, so. This right here is about an hour as well, so we might beat it under 2 hours. You never know.
Ooh. Stick around and find out.
But congrats on that. I'm still curious if Jose Pro Gamer has a question since they started with the word so. Oh, dang it. I got smacked by the spike. The stage is bouncy balls. That is its gimmick. I believe the next stage's gimmick is Lego blocks. I kind of skipped over whatever the first one was. Did you just say quirky?
I said bricky, but
Bricky.
that sounds better.
Quirky.
Ooh, woo.
They like Legos. Oh, how fun and quirky. It's like Legos aren't your only personality trait. Lego brick. Fun and quirky.
Damn, he's bricked.
Yes. Hey, if we build a Lego minifigure of Mark, can we show him it? Can we show it to him and tell him he's bricked up?
He'd love that. Dang boy, you bricked up.
Yeah. Mark.
DJ says this is, as I used to call it, the Mario Balls level.
I was
extremely immature, but I was. When you're like a kid, sometimes you say things and don't realize it's bad. I used to say, like, there was one time around Halloween we were messing around with like skeleton bones. So I was like, haha, boner. I had no idea what it meant. I was like 10, I didn't know. I was just like, haha, Bones, Mr. Boner, and I was like...
I was trying to avoid that joke. Dang. Thank you, DJ, though. That's a good comment.
Also, hello, Ramon. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, Ramon has been here. They mentioned earlier they do not speak a whole lot of English, but...
Valid.
You think Nintendo knew this, though? Well, a lot of the history of developing this game, a lot of the developers did not want to work on a Mario game because of all the caveats that come with working on a Mario game. So, if you kind of read into Wario being a big joke on Mario and how they just thought he was not that cool of a character, and then you look into this game and you realize, oh, everything here is really tongue-in-cheek. Like, it likes to, buck the trend of other Mario games. So, like, you can pick which world you're starting on. You've got bunny ears instead of,
The Tanuki ears?
instead of
Is
Tanuki.
that usually the ears?
That's usually the ears. I don't even, but at this time, I believe it was the Super Cape was the newest power-up. We've got a little feather on Mario's hat instead of him switching the palettes in, for the Fire Flower. Also, the Evil King Bowser says they know what the word boner means. I would expect no less
Sure,
from...
people know before I knew. I was just a dumb kid. To be fair.
He says this is one of their favorite Mario stages. Oh, I'd also like to point out for those new and just joining in that on top of subscribing, I also have a Twitter at GavinDragonYT where you can check out all of the craziness that we get up to on a day-to-day basis. Generally, it's mostly my art posts and things, but it's still fun.
Yeah. Occasionally polls about Minecraft.
Yeah, because I wanted to know if you guys wanted to play Minecraft. They said no, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
You tried.
I said we're gonna push it off till probably December or next year. And we'll make it a cozy stream when I can figure out what to do with it. We had 21 votes, so maybe next time we'll have more.
Yeah.
Lego bricks! So
Hey.
last one was Crane Game, my bad. Crane Game, Bouncy Balls, Crane Game, Lego bricks. And you can't get to your recording setup. That is a shame. I feel that. I once recorded while we had somebody come in to fix the electricity for a bedroom. They couldn't do anything about it, and that stream was just me being nervous the entire time that I was disturbing them. So, I totally get it. We did eventually get it fixed, but... you know, I'm still waiting on my washer and dryer to get hooked up.
Godspeed.
It's been about a month now since we actually got the washer and dryer in. They said they'd hook it up, but... nothing yet! Of course, I'm not gonna harp on them. They're busier than anything else I could imagine, so...
You still deserve clean clothes.
I do! Luckily, I have a lot of clothes, so...
Well, there you go.
Yay, Lego, says the Evil King Bowser. Couldn't agree more. This boss... I had so many issues with this boss growing up. Because it's the three little pigs. And you have to hit each one of them 3 times. And they all move slightly different. And... I just find it challenging. Things only I would find challenging.
Hello. KE949. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome to the channel. Feel free to subscribe, stick around. We're hanging out playing some Mario Land today. I believe tomorrow I'm going to be doing Team Sonic Racing, and then this Sunday I'll be doing FNAF with Artie here, so...
Yeah, finishing up FNAF, and I guess we'll find out if there's gonna be a Halloween DLC by the time we play Sunday.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting. DJ, I feel that. I've had a lot of strange people come in during streams. We once had a fight between the god and the devil.
That was a fun Sonic 06 stream.
Yeah, that video is still up on the channel if you guys want to check it out. I believe it was like part 4 or something like that. It was wild. Oh, dang it. I'm so close.
You got this.
I'm basically just going until I beat this game, because there's no reason for me not.
DJ says, I'm calling Reggie to tell him that you are emulating this 20-year-old game. Tell Reggie we're playing Mother 3. See what he does. He can't do shit.
Listen, Reggie doesn't even work at Nintendo anymore. The joke doesn't work. You have to call Bowser now. Listen, I have
Bowser says, oh no!
Yeah, I have a physical copy of this game, and I also have it on Virtual Console for 3DS, so... So not to worry, I actually did pay for this game. I do have way too many Nintendo consoles, thank you for asking. I have a Wii U, and I still don't regret it. What? But everything on the internet says you should regret buying a Wii U. Yeah, I know, right? Weird.
Funny how that works.
Funny how when something's actually fun and you find it enjoyable, there's no reason to feel ashamed in buying it and enjoying it. Huh. Weird. Alright, and we got the Mario coin.
Hooray! Mario currency. Speaking of Mario money, Mario coin. A couple Christmases ago, my fiance's sister gave us Mario Wonder Balls, which if you don't know what the Wonder Balls are, they're these chocolate, they're hollowed out balls, they got little treats inside them, and then sometimes they have like a little toy or something. This one had like these Mario coins, and you can get all these different characters. I'm like, man, I hope I get Waluigi. And I didn't open it for like 2 months. I just kind of like left it there because the expiration date just like lasts. And lo and behold, I did find the Waluigi coin, and I was like, I am blessed. I have the Waluigi money.
I have the Princess Peach coin and the Spiny coin.
Ooh.
You got a Wario coin? Well, maybe we can get a full set if we get enough people in here.
Yeah, who's got Luigi?
I don't know who's got Mario, but they're not Mario.
It's a coin, Luigi. You didn't make it.
That's a coin, Luigi. You're not on it.
But it's got my name, even though it says a "wa" before it.
Regardless, I hope everybody's been having fun so far. If you guys want to go ahead and pick between the Spaceland and the Spaceland and Mini World, go ahead and choose it. The first one I see will be the one I go to.
Yeah, tell Gavin what to do.
Do it.
I won't read out chat. Somebody else do it.
What?
So I can't see who comments first. It's on you.
Oh, right. That's fair. Space 1. It was DJ. DJ has told me to go to space. Go to space! Get on out of here!
Bang, zoom straight to the moon.
gave you the most trouble. I totally get it. It's probably going to be what gives me the most trouble as well. Because you have to stay in this bubble and avoid everything around you. I really did debate doing the DX version of this game that fans made.
What does the DX version offer?
A couple of revised sprites and color.
Ooh. So if this is black and white, what was the original console this guy came out on?
This guy came out on the original Game Boy.
Figured.
DJ says, what? I'm confused. What do you mean? What are they asking? Now we're in the space zone.
Outer space.
And Mario's in the space suit. You played on a Game Boy Color? I played this on a Game Boy Advance. Get advanced. Get in or get out. Nintendo 64. Play it loud. Anyways, I'm an insane person who still thinks that's good marketing. But what do I know? I just like the loud, in-your-face, sort of 90s style ad. So they've got kind of weird space physics here. Very cheesy. Yeah, it was cheesy, but that's what made it great. That's what made me smile when I was growing up, was Play It Loud. It's goofy, it's silly, it's cheesy, but it just makes me smile. Artie, do you remember the Play It Loud ads?
Perhaps.
I'm sure you remember.
Give me some details, and it will probably jog my memory.
So there were old Nintendo ads for the N64 and Super Nintendo that were trying to compete with Sega's marketing, and they came up with the gimmick of, for the Super Nintendo, it was Play It Loud, because it was meant to be like rock and roll. You're gonna play it loud. Something my mom always told me: if it's too loud, you're too old. And then for the N64, it was get in or get out. And that one was always fun because, like, it was just those words and then the N64 logo. And it was written usually in this 90s, like, really cheesy font that, like, just makes you think Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yes. I don't think I ever remember seeing those. I remember seeing a ton of ads for Pikmin and, like, the Frogger Quest on, like, PS1. Those were always on our VHS tapes of, like, TV show recordings. The video game console commercials I remember the most are the Wii ads, because the guys would, like, back during, like, the Wii craze of 2007-ish, that, like, holiday season, it was just the, we would like to play, they, like, come in, and I just remember that vividly. Those were a jam.
Oh, we were making jokes like that in elementary and middle school. Ugh.
Yep.
Those were the days. That was always fun. We would like to play. So good. So good.
Yeah.
And then
classic stuff.
Then the Wii U just kind of dropped the ball, but, you know, I enjoyed the Wii U. That's just me. I also like the Switch, so I'm not crazy. I just like the
I was at work when they made the Switch announcement. I was at my job in college. I used to do tech support, and my boss and my coworker and I were like, all right, Nintendo's about to make a big announcement, and then they announced the Switch, and my boss was like, guys, we were here when it happened. We like shook hands and stuff. The Switch!
I was in biology class when that advertisement came out, and I showed my friends. They saw Skyrim running on a handheld, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. And then they said, and then they looked at me and said, when did Nintendo get cool? And I said, you're seeing it now. Because I was always I was always the kid growing up who had every Nintendo system. I still have every Nintendo system, but they used to poke fun at me because it was like, you're the Mario guy. Like, they meant it in good fun and in good jest,
Yeah.
but you know, young me, sometimes I took it a little too far.
But yeah, that was the same group of people. I did not get a Nintendo Switch on release, but we went and waited until midnight at the local Best Buy in like 30-degree weather to wait in line for the Nintendo Switch. And at first we're like, oh, it's not too cold, but by the time we got in the store and we were fairly up in the line, I had like lost feeling in my hands and feet. And when we got in the store, because there were only letting like 5 people in at a time, they like let me in just because I was cold with everybody else. And I just sat on the floor. They're like, you're not buying anything? I'm like, I just want heat. I'm like, alright, fine. Red Boy Yum says, are you a furry?
Yes, I am part of the furry fandom, but that's not all I do. I'm more so an artist, an animator, and I play video games for you guys on the internet. Along with, you know, fun trivia and, inserts into my life.
Yeah.
So... Furry is more of just a hobby for me. Something cool that I got into when I was 12 and I just never left. We're fighting Tatanga again, which we already fought in Mario Land 1. If people at school bully you for liking Mario still though, DJ, don't feel ashamed. They just haven't found... They just don't know the joy of enjoying a Mario title yet. Trust me.
Who's school, college, all that jazz, people will bully you for whatever. But, like, if you like something, live your life, like, you will eventually grow up and be like, you know, I'm glad I still stuck with this, even if some lame people, like, tease me about it. I'm glad I stuck with this thing I like, because in the end, that's gonna be more important. Like the enjoyable thing.
Like, for me personally, I enjoyed a lot of Mario games, I enjoyed a lot of Nintendo games, and I was, you know, made fun of a little bit here and there in school, and some of it I remember being in jest, but some of it was just kids being mean, and nowadays, I stream, I draw, I have this as a full-time thing, and I have friends around me that enjoy the same stuff I do. It's nice. So now we're in the macro zone.
You will find friends that care about it too.
So here's a fun fact. I was a dumb kid and read this originally as Marco Zone. Don't ask me how. I now know what the word macro means, and this makes so much more sense. Already.
Just little macro zone.
But Bread Boy Yum, feel free to subscribe and stick around. I've got lots of other gaming content planned in the future, so...
We're furries, but we don't fight.
Yeah, we don't bite, we're not picky. You're not into it? Cool. Just be here for the games, man. It's all a fun time for me. I feel like... if you tried to make this in Super Mario Maker, you'd want to use the Mario 3D World theme. Thanks to the clear pipes and stuff, just because of the way this feels. Plus, those little ant dudes, like, oh my god, they've just got, like, a little bit of everything. I have a feeling they just loved having these ants as characters. Some of them got spikes when you jump, some of them launch little boulders at you, some have cannons on their head. It's all cute and adorable. It's great.
Growing up, speaking of ants, there was this very old game called Sim Ant in which I mean, like, I don't know how old this is, I should look up.
It came out on the Super Nintendo. So that...
We had the PC version. But, yeah, you play as a bunch of ants, and your goal and objective is to infest an entire person's yard and house with ants. And we fucking loved that as kids, because we're like, oh my god, ants! It was, like, the best thing.
I want their... Oh, dang it, I have to go backwards. Hello, Fandame.
Hello.
Welcome.
Raymond says, good and go to sleep. Very nice. Mario Land 2, a hug. I hope to see another game on your channel soon. Good night. I am left wanting more. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming. I've got a whole lot of other gaming content on the channel, so feel free to check it all out. And I hope to see you in more streams. If Fan Dave, welcome. Feel free to subscribe and whatnot. Welcome to the channel.
Always here for the hellos.
So,
DJ says E.
no,
that's E.
That has been that is my favorite long-running joke that we've been doing on this channel. Just every time you come on, you're just E.
Yeah, because Discord used to cut me off when I would try to say my name Artie.
So everybody would just be like E.
E for everyone.
E E E E E.
E.
All right. I have no idea if we're gonna actually beat the 2-hour threshold. If you guys are just tuning in, we already beat Mario Land 1 at about 54-ish minutes, and then we swapped over here to Mario Land 2. Yes, we're getting the E memes. And now we're doing Mario Land 2, and I think we're about 2 hours in to the whole video itself, but... 220s.
Weekend 2.
No, man. Growing up, I love Blue's Clues, and to hear that it is still running makes me a little happy.
Did you see any of those things they put out? Like, they had the original Steve come back, I feel like sometime last year, and like do a little message.
That was this year, and I did see that.
Was it this year? Oh my god, I've lost track of time. It's been a long year.
Yes, it has. Well, I mean, you joined my streams this year alone, and it feels like you've been here for like 3 years.
Also, Evil King Bowser goes E. No F's in the chat, only E's.
Only E's. Hey, I'm down with it. Just don't take it too far, because...
We don't want YouTube to think y'all are spam.
And trust me, YouTube will think some people are spam. We've gotten videos before where we get up to like 40-something likes, and YouTube just starts taking them away once I get done streaming.
They're like, no views for you, Gavin. Weeps.
No, like, they keep the views. They even give me more views. It's just they also take away the likes, and it drives me nuts. If you ever wanna watch me just be really, really annoyed with YouTube, start taking away, have them start taking away likes. That's when I just start going and like getting really discouraged and upset.
Especially because sometimes you've had like some great turnout, and then they're like, no, LOL, no.
Lol, you thought you could try. And. Oh,
you thought wrong!
Ooh. We're still at 408, but with 24 likes. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We're already at 440-something views, so maybe we can get to 450 in no time.
Heck yeah.
Convince your friends to subscribe. I'm not even lying. Spreading links around, like just putting them out there on Twitter and stuff.
Bring the whole squad in.
Yeah. We love it. We have a
slumber party. Bring the pals.
You missed You missed the Kangaroo Crew.
Oh, I miss him. Darn.
Yeah, apparently they've got a new show on Nick Jr. or something. I don't know. I've never heard of it. They kept going on about it. I'm still convinced part of them are just a meme, but
Shrug.
Confused cat goes what? I love the bunny rabbit ears.
It's very cute.
It might also just be me having way too much affinity for my second Sona.
The banana ears.
The Banana ears.
Banana. Evil King Bowser says, I almost thought you got trapped there.
I don't believe you can get trapped anywhere in this game. Unless you, like, bug out hardcore, but I don't think I've ever seen anything like that happen unless, you know, it's speedrunners and they know what they're doing. Because the speed run for this game is absurd. They write code to the RAM
Dang.
by, like, glitching into the floor. It's strange.
Doctor Strange.
Speaking of Marvel, I know I sent you that trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. A whole movie where they kidnap Kevin Bacon.
It wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, it's a great idea. It's perhaps the funniest holiday special I've seen since the time they tried to repackage, the second Deadpool movie by just claiming that
yeah. They added, like, an extra intro and, like, changed, like, 2 things. They're like, now it's a Christmas movie. Loved it.
That was funny, but I was really like, what? Especially because I saw Deadpool. I saw Deadpool 2 in theaters, and I never saw Deadpool 1. I still haven't seen Deadpool 1, and I'm not sure I want to.
That's fair.
I think
I saw Deadpool 1 at one of the biggest IMAX theaters in the United States that happened to be 20 minutes from my college. Randomly in Massachusetts! It's at a furniture store. It's a trip.
That sounds like a trip. Sounds like something and a half. I know for a fact that the Deadpool 3 trailers have been making me laugh like nothing, like nobody's business. Especially the one where where Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman just start trying to explain the plot to the people.
And they just mute it with music.
They start muting, it gets louder and louder until you're like, oh, this is all this is. This is my least favorite boss in this entire game. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. I guess we can get the rat memes out of the way, because, you know, rat.
Rats. We are the rats.
Michael Rat.
Fucking love rats. They're just like my jam. Little rat friends.
What about Michael Rat? Are you fans of Michael Rat?
As long as it's not Chester E. Cheese.
Okay, I am still very confused, right? I walked into a Kroger's, right?
Yes.
For those who don't know, Kroger's is a grocery store. I went down the frozen pizza aisle, because Kroger's has a frozen pizza aisle that's also right next to all of the frozen, frozen ice cream stuff. And these insane people have decided to start selling Chuck E. Cheese pizza as a frozen pizza brand.
Oh my god, they're desperate.
I sent you the image, too. And that same night...
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That same night, I haven't told this whole story yet. That same night, I also ended up encountering something called Super Water, which had like 100% of like every vitamin.
What?
I bought it and drank it, and I felt really good after I drank it, but I'm still like, that's too much. Mr. Remix, I am playing this on an emulator, however I do own a Game Boy copy, officially licensed by Nintendo, and I also own the Virtual Console version on 3DS.
Woo!
But good question, feel free to subscribe and stick around. I've got lots of other stuff where I play real hardware, so if you're looking for that.
Evil King Bowser asks, really?
Yeah, really, and all within that night, between the Chuck E. Cheese pizza, the Super Water, as we are checking out, a lady is trying to steal. I watched her try and steal, too, because this is going to sound really insane. She went over to the associate to try and get one of her sushi things. I knew it was sushi, because the associate had to pull the sushi out of the bag. Was trying to basically short sell the machine, claiming it was a buy one, get one.
Oh boy.
They walked all the way over there to the sushi, saw that it wasn't on sale, and they had to ask her to leave the store. She tried to leave out one of the doors, but instead of actually leaving, she was heading around to... I don't live in the best neighborhood. I should probably state that. I don't always... the Kroger's that we went to that night, not in the best neighborhood.
Oof. Mr. Remix has sent a variety of emojis. A lot of dabs.
Freaking awesome, man. But as I was saying, she was trying to walk around the store so she could get away with stealing something else. Please note, this is late at night. I'm just trying to get my groceries and go home. I had done a stream earlier with Truman. This was like, I don't know, less than a week ago that this all happened. One of the security officers in the Kroger escorted her to the exit. She ended up hitting one of them.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to make it a race issue, even though it was just theft. And she was just politely asked to leave. They even politely asked her to leave. At which point, once she was out of the store and the officer was walking back in, apparently she reached and grabbed for the taser and threw it on the ground. We saw it when we were walking out of the store, and one of the people who was driving by thought it was a gun and got scared.
Oh my god. That's...
The actual
dang.
police ended up showing up, and she got arrested because she hit a security officer.
Damn.
And smacked the taser out of the holster. I have no thoughts for what happened that night, other than... Whew. Alright, Mr. Rebix, try not to spam too much of the emojis in chat. I get that you're hyped and excited. I feel the energy. I feel the love. But I'd like to try to...
We don't want you to YouTube to think you're a bot.
Yeah.
Emojis at a limit, folks.
Do some actual typing sometimes, too. I haven't announced the game that we're doing since we finished Sonic Unleashed for the Me and You days. I haven't actually announced what we're playing, have I?
I don't think so.
That's probably because I also haven't figured out what we're playing yet. My plan was for...
Well, that happens.
My plan was for it to be a Minecraft day.
Yeah.
But then I found out people don't want to see that on my channel.
Now you gotta think of something else.
Now I'm thinking of something else. Do I like 90s anime? I love 90s anime. I love retro anime like that from the 80s and 90s. I even love 70s anime. I'm a big fan of Lupin the Third. Stuff like Cowboy Bebop. I know that's more early 2000s.
If you want a good classic anime that's got retro vibes, look up the original Star Blazers. That was like one of the first animes to like come to the US back in the day, and it's what kind of inspired a lot of stuff George Lucas stole for Star Wars.
Evil King Bowser, yes, that hand does go down way too fast, and going back to the topic of the 90s anime, lately I've been watching a set of episodes called Cyber City Odeya 808. This show is not for younger audiences, members, or younger viewers. They curse all over the place, there's blood, it's gory, but it is amazing, and I love it, and I want more, and we're on the final episode, and please don't spoil if you've seen it.
Ooh, exciting.
It's really that good. There's effects in there that can only really be done and look good on those old cell animations.
Ooh.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, old anime and cartoons used to be animated on glass panes where they would take a snapshot of each and basically do in-betweens. And this old animation style isn't used anymore. I'm gonna try and get a power up here.
Do it.
I'll take it. It's a mushroom. I will absolutely take it.
But will you eat it?
Yeah. But essentially, a lot of the glowing and light effects, like on center consoles, so stuff where it's like something lights up. You know how when you look at it in real life, it's got like this ringing glow around it? Well, you can see that in the glass pane when it lights that up, so it looks really kind of realistic, like the way you'd see it from your eye.
Oh,
Modern anime and modern cartoon shows, by definition of this, since they don't have that same trick, that same style of effect, it becomes quickly easier to tell that something's not quite right. Because it doesn't quite glow the same, if that makes any sense. To do that effect normally, what I end up... So, you know a lot of my... already, you've seen most of my recent digital portfolio.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of my stuff looks hand-drawn? I do a lot of really odd techniques to make it look like that. Because I just love that old style.
Yeah.
That light effect would probably take me 20 extra minutes. But that's 20 minutes for every frame if I were to animate it using modern methods.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, that adds up, especially if you're just doing it scene by scene. Like, you can...
for, like, if it was just, like, a single piece, yeah, an extra 20 minutes, that's alright. But, like, a whole animation, that's a lot.
And some of those some people might ask, what gives me the right to talk about animations like that? I'm not saying that the medium of modern anime is bad. In fact, modern anime is quite good. But it's also not quite for me.
Yeah.
But a lot of when I do animations, which isn't often, but when I do, I try my best to make it look as if it was a cell pane that has been recently upscaled and remastered. Because I think you can get a better, more interesting look out of the works if you try to mimic the old style.
Yeah, and if you've got the, like, references and the inspiration for that stuff, and you kind of, like, know what you're doing, it's easier, and sometimes comes out better because you've got the references and stuff.
Yeah, so... Some people who have seen the Street Fighter-inspired animation with Presto know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of my art style. And some of those who watched the stream where I animated the Final Fantasy victory pose with Presto and saw the short that I uploaded there shortly after also understand where I go with all of my animations, how I do my backgrounds and whatnot.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Alright, I am starting to get tired, so I'm gonna start using save states on each of these rooms as long as I can... so I can get done with this and show this off.
Yeah. Is this just like the last level for the game?
This is the last level. It's got the final boss and everything.
Alright.
In fact, this is the game to introduce Wario, and we're about to see him.
Oh boy. Fighting.
Oh boy, violence and micro games. Wait, there's no micro games?
Oh. what was the point?
Yeah, that's something Nintendo kind of wants everybody to forget. Wario did in fact not start with the microgames. Save the state. Oh man, I'm excited for Halloween though, Artie, because we've hit the 400 mark before the end of the month.
Yeah.
So I get to show off Castlevania Legends, another amazing Game Boy game. Not a great Castlevania game, but it's interesting.
It's a thing, alright.
Alright, so here's something that I haven't mentioned about the physics. If a block in this game is like 1 or 2 pixels lower than another block, Mario will land on that block with a higher speed. It's...
Huh.
So these moving platforms are actually 1 pixel lower? Or no, 2 or 3 pixels lower than normal. So you'll actually slide off the edges really fast if you're not paying attention.
Interesting.
Alright, that's the tile. It's actually something that's strangely programmed in most Mario games, where you can clip off blocks, like just off the corners, like right here, where you can just barely clip the corner of the block, and it'll push you out one direction, and you'll have more momentum as you're continuing through the level. Even if just for a little bit. Small speedrunning strats. I don't use them, but...
You know them.
Yeah. Like right there, I just showcased it just a little bit.
Ooh.
Alright, save state. Wario is going to do something not seen again until Bowser in Super Mario 3D Land, where a boss uses the power-ups that you've been collecting all throughout the game. I'm sure other games do this, but Mario has only really done this 2 or 3 times.
Interesting.
Get these evil Wario balls.
Got the Morbs. Empathetic Apathy says this game has a lot of not thwomps.
Yes, it does have a lot of not thwomps. It's a little strange, because they had full right to use the thwomps.
But alas, there were no thwompies.
But alas, someone did not think we already have an enemy for this. Alright. And now we have Wario! And doesn't he look...
Boy.
Doesn't he look goofy?
I'm waiting for him to show up. Oh my god, he's an orb. He's Morbin, alright.
He's Morbin the Orbs. So this first power-up here was the super power-up. Now we've got bunny ears. And so does Wario. Who gave Wario?
Waluigi, duh.
Thank you. I needed that. Thank you for breaking my concentration. That was just what I needed.
Worth it, though.
Oh, absolutely. That was hilarious. Ah, yes. These are the moments. I still can't believe that's the first question we get. Onward to the next phase. That would have been a fire flower if I had the mushroom. Now Wario's gonna start throwing fireballs at us.
Checks out.
And I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna try again here.
Ooh, worth a shot.
Hmm?
It's worth a shot.
We're so close to the 2-hour mark that we were challenged with. Artie, thank you for joining me with this. I don't know if I would have been able to manage chat and the game with this many people watching today. It's a little wild. I've met a lot of new people lately. I found a good spot to dump a lot of my riskier pieces, shall I say. I think that's the right term to use. Alright. I think Empathetic Apathy has said the greatest quote of the entirety of the stream. And
you win the award!
I am going to be using that. I'm going to want to use that as a title for one of the Wario Land games. I don't know which one yet.
Excellent.
But now it is my headcanon that Wario isn't really a problem. He's just a really messed up addict.
He's got withdrawals.
And now he is tiny.
Teeny little dude.
No, a tiny little Wario.
So small.
And he threw a shoe at us.
How rude.
But just like that, we beat the game!
Yay! So was that under 2 hours?
I would say we're at 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 22 seconds, with an hour cut out for Mario Land. That's an hour and 47.
Hey! Very nice.
Not a speed run, but still, you know, pretty good.
Yeah. Empathetic Apathy says, glad I could help.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
We hit 457 viewers. So if you'd like, please send the stream to anybody else. It stays up on YouTube for the end of time, because that's why I stream on YouTube, is so that way you guys can watch the content even long after I'm, you know, moved on to a different game. So in case you've missed it or want to watch something interesting, all that jazz. I have to make dinner soon. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Same.
It is 7:06. Gosh, we are... I'm sorry to drag this out so long.
But hey, you beat it.
Yeah. So join me tomorrow for Team Sonic Racing. I'm gonna let the credits roll, and then Artie, do you mind doing the end screen for us?
Sure.
Cool. Whenever we get there. I think both these games are wonderful little joys. Mario Land 1 is a nice little short game that I can pick up and play whenever, and Mario Land 2 is just a nice sequel to Mario World. Artie, what are your thoughts?
I thought for the parts I watched it looked like a fun little game. Yeah, looked nice.
You got some cute little duders.
Yeah, it seems like a fun adventure. Contains one Wario.
A singular Wario. You can have multiple
Wario.
You can have multiple Marios in your pack, but only a single Wario will fit in this cartridge. Oh boy. Wario's too big. I only can fit in one cartridge. Wah.
The
Wario...
whammy one.
Listen, if Waluigi doesn't show up in the movie, worst movie ever. 0 out of 10 stars. Where's Wario and Waluigi?
I would leave.
Some of these name spellings, I'm just looking at them and going, what? Presented by Nintendo.
Those guys that make the Switch.
Yeah. This game should be on Switch. Why isn't it? Nintendo shakes fist at Cloud.
Nintendo!
22-year-old screams at Cloud. Cloud Strife in particular.
Oh my god.
And then the screen just kind of keeps looping. So, for the sake of my audience, I'm just gonna... Actually, wait, I can't turn that down, because if I turn that down, you go down.
Whoops.
Alright, just go ahead and do the ending bit.
Sure. Well, thank you all for joining Gavin on this Mario Land Adventure 1 and 2. And thanks for sticking around. Thanks to those of you that joined us and subscribed. And those that didn't, you can always subscribe now. Feel free to leave a like on your way out. Gavin always appreciates it. When this video is done rendering, there's going to be some videos recommended to the left and right of Gavin who will be on screen. If you enjoyed this, you can check the links in the description. You can find Gavin's Twitter, the link to Gavin's Discord if you want to chat with us and get notifications of when Gavin's going live, and the link to the Telegram art channel if you want to see the kind of art Gavin makes.
You know, aside from all the stuff that's on the screen at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Variety.
Variety. I have been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Thank you so much for joining me, and good night, everybody.
Bye.